Good afternoon and welcome to the State News. I am Kayode Adebayo. Governor Ademola Adeleke has slammed critics of his administration as jealous and envious of his superlative delivery and performance in the last 23 months, urging them to accept the new dawn of good governance in Osun State. Speaking to newsmen in Lagos after delivering a mini lecture at the 7th Memorial Anniversary Lecture in honor of the founder of Cherubim and Seraphim Church, St. Moses Orimalade, Governor Adeleke said his focus on delivering good governance and serve only public interest worries and confound the opposition, which had failed woefully when it was given the opportunity to govern the state. According to the governor, his administration made it a point of duty to deliver on big and small service issues, confronting the people of the state across sectors, explaining that the approach combines thinking big and small at the same time in the best interest of the people. He said the opposition cannot understand how his administration has done so much within such a little time, hence their resort to outright fake news, personal attacks, and sinning against God by condemning his praise, worshipping the giver of power and life. Speaking earlier on the theme of the lecture titled The Role of the Church in Delivery of Good Governance, Governor Adeleke called on religious institutions to always speak truth to power, stressing the importance of constructive engagement with political leaders. Governor Ademola Adeleke has tasked wealthy individuals and non-governmental organizations to collaborate with the state government in its empowerment policies in order to secure a better future for the youths. Governor Adeleke made the appeal at a skill acquisition training and empowerment put together for some selected youths in the state. Saheed Adeboje has the details.
Arumi Hall within the premises of Osun State Secretariat was the venue of the skill acquisition training. The program afforded the selected youth from all the local governments that make up Osun State the opportunity to learn conventional skills like cake baking, small chops, and other snacks with adire and eye and die inclusive. Addressing the gathering, Governor Ademola Adeleke described the youths as a strong pillar through which the development of a state stands. The governor, who spoke through the Commissioner for Youth Affairs, Mr. Mashood Olaguju, noted that the present administration is keen at ensuring that youth in the state are connected with industries and experts that will shape their lives. He said that the contribution of the present administration to eradicating poverty will further be built upon. He called on the beneficiaries of the skills acquisition training to transform the society through what they have learned.
I want to inform you that Governor Ademola administration is dedicated to the development, engagement, employment, and inclusion of our youth. The state government has launched several programs focused on education, entrepreneurship, and skill development. These efforts are highly commendable.
In his speech, the chairman of Osun State House of Assembly Committee on Youth and Sport, Biola Adeyeye, lauded the vision of the present administration in taking the youth out of poverty. He assured that more beneficial programs will come the way of Osun youths. Earlier, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth, Mrs. Taiwo Oladunjoye, described youth as greatest asset who needed the necessary attention in terms of employment and empowerment. Mrs. Oladunjoye will explain that the need to take Osun youth out of economic exploitation led to the empowerment called on the beneficiaries to reciprocate the gesture of the state government by turning themselves to a job creator without wasting time.
Youth are the greatest assets a nation can have. They are at the forefront of progress and social change. They have contributed immensely towards economic development, political freedom, and fight against economic exploitation, social and political injustice. On the other hand, youth have also formed the pool of underemployed and unemployed globally. Hence, the need to create opportunities for the youth in Osun State to make them economically productive and socially useful.
There are goodwill messages from Special Assistant to the Governor on Imale Youth Corps, Comrade Famukunwa Stephen, and Special Assistant on Youth Mobilization, Comrade Olusegun Oyewole. The program climaxed with distribution of cash grants to the beneficiaries to start up businesses with the skills they have acquired in adire and cake baking. For OSBC News, this is Saeed Adeboje reporting.
The State House of Assembly has adopted public hearing report on the State Estate Agency Regulatory Authority Bill 2023. The bill, sponsored by the majority leader of the Parliament, Honorable Babajide Koforola, is on the verge of the final passage into law. Parliamentary reporter Oluwatosin Oladoku completes the story.
After weeks of its annual recess, Osun State House of Assembly reconvened for our legislative duties. Earlier, a motion for the adoption of the votes and proceedings was made by the majority leader of the House, Honorable Babajide Koforola, and it was seconded by Honorable Additional Rabiu. In his remarks, Osun State House of Assembly Speaker, Honorable Adewale Egwedun, commended his colleagues and charged them to renew their commitment towards moving the state to an enviable height. The Odotin-born ranking lawmaker had notified the House letter received from Governor Ademola Adeleke, which intimated members of the state secret chambers on Osun State Public Procurement Bill 2024, the bill that seeks to improve on the extant state of Osun Public Procurement Law 2015 and the amendment counterpart to it, both of which stand repealed at the successful passage of the bill.
My dear colleagues, we cannot afford to waver in our commitment to both God and our state. The promises we have made, along with the current challenges of peace, compel us to strive for more and better.
Also, the majority leader of the House, Honorable Babajide Koforola, presented the report on public hearing conducted on Osun State Estate Agency Regulatory Authority Bill 2023, while the report was thereafter adopted. The House consideration of Osun State Fire Service Establishment Bill 2024. However, the House observed a minute silence in honor of the door of the paramount ruler of Ijesha land, Oba Adekunle Aromalana, and Akwetu of Ipetule in Obokun local government, Oba Falade Fatila. This development followed after members representing Obokun State constituency, Honorable Adeyemi Adewumi, and his Ilesha West counterpart, Honorable Wale Akerele, had officially announced before the House the transition of the paramount ruler of Ijesha land, Oba Gabriel Adekunle Aromalana, and Akwetu of Ipetule, Oba Falade Fatila. The monarchs recently joined their ancestors. Oluwatosin Oladoku, OSBC News.
Citizens of the state have been assured of Governor Ademola Adeleke's commitment to the economic transformation of the state, which was evident in the recently concluded investment summit that is gradually yielding positive results. A lawmaker representing Atakumasa East and West in the State House of Assembly and Chairman House Committee on Commerce, Industry, Cooperative and Empowerment, Honorable Samia Areoye, gave the assurance while speaking in an interview with OSBC News. Honorable Areoye commended the people for their continuous support of the current administration in the state, for Governor Ademola Adeleke to deliver on his electoral promises without hindrance, as investors from all over the world have indicated their interest in doing business in the state.
No guessing that His Excellency Senator Ademola Jackson Adeleke has done wonderfully well. On commerce, which I'm the House Committee Chairman, recently we had an investment summit which attracted investors all over the world. I can tell you without fear or favor that we engaged people from Italy, investors from Israel, from United Kingdom, from South Africa, from Germany. Although we met a dilapidated Osun State, and I sincerely appreciate the effort of this our governor. He is currently rehabilitating the state in terms of infrastructure. We can all see the bridges, the dualization in the cities, and all that.
As election into local government in the state is around the corner, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Osun State Command, has recommended drug tests for all intending contestants in order to produce resourceful and humane leaders at the grassroots. The Assistant Commandant of the Command, Mr. Abdulganil Adeyoye, disclosed this after featuring on OSBC television program Security and You. He noted that the recommendation is not to witch hunt any candidate. He speaks.
Subject their contestants, the people that are contesting for the next local government election, to be tested for drug use. You know, the idea is not to persecute anybody. It's not to disqualify anybody, but just to ensure that the people that are going to lead us at the grassroots, they are people that are not, that are drug-free, that are not, addicted to use of substances. Because one of the things that drug does in this system is to derail somebody's sense of judgment. If we have such people that are under the influence of drug or substance, definitely when they are in positions, they will not be able to judge accurately and to be able to take right decision at the right time.
And that ends the state news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 5 for evening news. Good afternoon.